Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Welcome, head coach Mike McCarthy, and your defending AFC North Pittsburgh.
On the Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. His guy's one of the fortunate 2-0 teams here to start this 2026 season.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. Here's Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go on EA Sports. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're going to be led out by the seventh-year star, former #1 overall pick, Joe Burrow.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And it's a big gain on this play. Give him about 19 yards and the first down, too.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 16 carries, 60 yards. They'll come up after that. It's 2nd and 6.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12.
They'll run again with Brown. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
In motion right is Jones. Third and short, it's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming. Well, when you finish with the stat line like he did in support of a win last week, Brock, you know that you're in store for some early work the next time out. Lo and behold, here we are.
Yeah, teams can tend to be a little bit habitual at times. The way he played was a big factor in earning that win. So getting him looks here, especially early on, definitely part of the plan.
Catch made by Chase Brown. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
I want to believe that that is the last thing you want to see as a running back when you catch a short pass. That safety just screaming downfield at you. And he brings it down for a loss.
Throw finds Jamar Chase. Yeah, he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7. So a nice play there out of a guy who was instrumental in the win last week, Brock, putting together that 100-yard receiving game.
Were you as surprised as I was in our meeting last night when our just esteemed Statman Dan slid us the number? That surprisingly, I thought it would be more than 50-50 when you have 100 yards. Those are what the numbers take. And more than anything, you know this guy just wants the W.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Here we go. Ready?
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that right there is the start of what could. And they hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on third and goal.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Here we go, here we go.
On third and goal, here's Burrow. Throwing middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown,
Jamar
Cincinnati.
Chase, his 4th through the air this season. Well, these guys ripped off 2 wins to begin the season, Brock. They rip off a touchdown on the opening series here as they try to keep those winning ways alive.
Doesn't it kind of feel like there's always a handful of teams who make a bid for 3-0, but this is the week that just somehow, some way trips them up? Well, they'll need to continue scoring like that to avoid it.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they go up 7-0 here early.
7, Steelers nothing.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Dante Kent with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're going to be let out by someone possibly playing his final NFL season. Still going in his early 40s. It is Aaron Rodgers.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play, but a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. There's Dowdle again. Breaks the tackle. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Kyle Duggar hauling him down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. He's got it over the middle. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48. Well, last week he was one of the many guys held in check in that loss, right, Brock? But there's an early catch towards a hopefully better overall effort in this one.
Ultimate team sport. It's never about any individual, but it's about the whole group. A lot of people got to step up this week, and that's a good way to start it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. It's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
Going for it with Warren. And he's going to have the first down on a gain of about 2 as they get the little bit they needed to stay out there. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Now here's Rodgers. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT.
Just kind of had that sense that he was anticipating that throw all the way. And his defense, well, they're anticipating another win at the end of this game. We know that. You win the turnover battle more often than not, you win the ball game.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Burrow to the air now. This finds home, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's just kind of the type of play Well, you name a position like this tight end because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
He finds Brown right side. This is going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And it'll be first down Bengals. Markers are reset. Here we go. Going for 44. Going play action here. Burrow. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Working on second down. Burrow. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 7 now after the last catch. Got him 3. Here's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The give on second, it's Brown. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Well, you've taught me, Buck. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Pass is hauled in by the running back.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Finally some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league. And you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
A 2nd down throw from Burrow. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Burrow. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Rodgers will look to throw. Gets everything he has under this one. Big gain downfield. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 41 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Rodgers. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Tucker makes the play. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got... Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 30.
Burrow on second down. Brought in right side. Give him 2 yards. Stop made pretty quickly there. And that's going to be good for Bengals first down.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Finds the in route, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Run a pass now on second down.
43-yard line.
Finds a seam down the middle. But 22 yards given up before it. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
22 yards.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Burrow setting the throw. Throw over the middle, cut by Brown. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
It's a gain of 17.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 here for Burrow. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 on this drive after throwing the pick last time out. Working inside the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goal.
All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown,
Jamar
Cincinnati.
Chase. Make it 2 now in this game, 8 on the season.
Evan McPherson.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Steelers getting to take the field one more time here in the half. And, Brock, they are not off to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you can't be scared to make a mistake, or typically one will follow.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Rodgers now on 2nd down. Got for big yards on the right side. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Rodgers to throw. Throw caught at the 6. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. From the red zone now. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Rodgers to throw, 2nd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Fryermuth in from 3 yards. Chris Boswell for the point after. Push this one, but it sneaks inside the upright. And that cuts the lead to 7.
14, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Samaje Perine on the return. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our first half. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Falcons. And it's James Conner. He's got a nose for the end zone, and he'll take it in 9 yards to pay dirt. The Packers get the victory. It took them a few weeks, but they win and improve to 1-2. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's a big old welcome back for this man. Patrick Mahomes is back. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. The Chiefs, looking for a win after 2 losses to start out the season, they lead this one at the half. And with that, a look at what else is going on.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Kent on the return. Things going well so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. A run for Warren here to start the third. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Warren. And giving him the 1st down, winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped. We'll pause here for a moment. Think it's for an injury. Yep, that is running back Jalen Warren, the athletic training staff's headed towards. First down from the 42. The pitch to Dowdle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Dax Hill up for the stop.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They pitch it to him. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough. To get this running game going.
3rd and long for him here. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
Much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Play action here with Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they'll advance this down to the...
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover.
He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. He brings it in. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker in that range. Might we see them go for this 4th down?
A gain of
Those
2
kind of
on the
completions
play.
are so
Brings up
frustrating, Kate.
4th and
It's
1.
like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On 4th down, it's Rodgers. He gets it again to Fryermuth. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another.
Well, probably a little closer than they would have preferred it, Brock. But hey, a good call nonetheless, keeping the offense out there on 4th down.
You know what that was, Kate? That was awareness. Right? An understanding with both the play call, but more importantly, an awareness.
Has his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Michael Pittman Jr., the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Boswell to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And we're back square. 14 apiece here.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Jones on
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Working on 2nd down. Burrow. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right foot. Stop. 180.
Well, air it out on 3rd. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So 4th down, and out heads the steady leg of Thomas Morstead to punt. Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Steelers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On 2nd down, Rodgers. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Just 1 tick left now in the 3rd quarter. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He finds space into the red zone, and he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
1st and goal. Here's Dowdle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rico Dowdle, number 3 for him this season. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one splits the uprights. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, this is Pirine. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Burrow to the air now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Look at this. 3 tight ends to the right on this 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that is good for Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They pitch it out to him here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rico Dowdle. He gets another here in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Boswell to add the PAT.
Point after.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they now lead by
Next to
14
score,
points.
Steelers 28, Bengals 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, this is Piron. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Run a pass now on second down. Brought in left side by Jones. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Look at that power. Deep left side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Big 13. Big 13.
Throw here. Third down. Gets him on the in route. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
A gain of 9 on the play.
Defense stays put. Couldn't get him to jump. Well done by the defense. We've hit our 2-minute warning. Bengals, 14 points back. No surprise, Brock, from a coach with an offensive background. Zach Taylor has his guys going for this. They'll run for this. And they're staying out there. They had to go for that one, Brock, and they find a way to convert. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
It's a gain of 3.
Burrow back to throw.
First down, Bengals.
He dodged the tackle. Throw over the middle, cut by Brown. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1. At the
Second down throw from Burrow. Middle of the field, and he's got Chase. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
19 yards. And a Bengal
From the red zone now. And he's just going to heave this out through the end zone. Incomplete. Second down.
Out of the end zone. It's second down and 10.
Burrow. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Third down. Third and long.
Here he is to throw. And that's broken up by a big hit in the end zone. What an effort there to prevent that touchdown. And that forces fourth down.
I understand that decision. Offensively, down a couple scores, you really have lost the luxury of patience, but you certainly have got to find some precision.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You knew it before this drive started that field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
First and 10, offense going 3 tight ends to the left. Trying it left side, Dowdle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
On the ground again with Dowdle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Rodgers. Taking a shot deep here. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. They're going to pass it here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there as this game is over. Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, it's Shedeur Sanders.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at
the numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 76 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
On first down, here's Judkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Once again, Judkins. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
It's Hillman going to go in motion right. From the gun, it's Sanders. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Steelers offense led by none other than Aaron Rodgers, his 22nd and what he says is his final NFL season.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shedeur. That's to the 2nd-year tight end, Harold Fannin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good.
Sanders.
First down.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
13 yards on the play. And the Browns, first down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing, Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They run again with Dowdle. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Boswell's kick is good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A toss to Judkins, running right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 10.
Brought down back at the 27.
Now Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Sanders. That's caught left side by Judy. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and
Throwing
7.
quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
At the 46-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Steeler first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. It's Sanders. Oh, and that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Sanders. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
They go play action now. Sanders. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for
2nd and 10.
Judkins. Incomplete. Peyton Wilson on the coverage.
On the zone read, this is Judkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Here's Sanders.
Third and 4.
He's going to leave this for his running. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
On the play. That's another Browns first
Sanders
down.
to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Cedric Tillman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Browns.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
It's a gain of 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Steelers.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
At the Browns' 44-yard line.
They run here with Dowdle. And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. To throw is Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Following the fumble recovery, Sanders. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. An inside run with Jenkins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 41-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Rodgers now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ronnie Hickman there defensively.
Now Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Rodgers. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now it's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's going to...
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
You